Hi everyone, I'm Jagana and welcome to my world. So today I want to talk about my worst experience in a job interview. So yesterday I had a job interview and it was so bad. So recently I started looking a job and I started applying to them. I was using a special job site in the internet and I applied to some jobs, like multiple jobs. I found a job that matches with me because some time ago I was doing social media management for a restaurant and I was also in a marketing team and I was helping them for about that too. Even I'm a civil engineer, I wanted to continue in that field because I'm enjoying it. Also, I studied photography in my country plus civil engineering. From the first moment I was into it, like photography and video editing. That's why I started YouTube on 2014. Now here I am. I started doing YouTube again because I really enjoy making videos, sharing my weird life. That's about it. But I started searching jobs because I just, I thought it could be nice working in a company about this so I can improve my skills, I can learn more. And my luck, I started applying jobs on Wednesday. So the first day I found a job. It was from a company named Blah Blah Marketing. I will of course not give names, but yeah, so when I saw the marketing, I was like, oh, nice. It can fit me very good. I am familiar to applying jobs in this site. I did before. When I came to Canada in the first time, I applied jobs through the site. So after I started working in restaurants, I stopped searching other jobs because, I was working in a restaurant for a long time and I changed between restaurants, whatever, it's a long story, but yeah, I was already working. But now I started searching again and yeah, I found a nice job. It looked that way. I will put here the job description somewhere here. I applied. They replied back after a couple of hours and I was like, oh my god, I'm the luckiest person in the life. This feeling is keep happening to me lately. One day something is happening so good, but after one day or a couple hours later, something happens so bad it destroys everything. Recently, my life is like this actually, but this time I didn't lose my hope again, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so lucky. I read the message. I will also put the message here too. It was very it looked very professional answer, and they gave me an interview day, and it was yesterday. After that, I was trying to be calm. There were a possibility that they will not take me too, so I shouldn't be that much excited, of course. And I kept myself low, but I told about this to my parents and my boyfriend. I don't know why, but I was too sure that this is a legit job, So I told my boyfriend, and he always so suspicious about everything because his life was so hard too, and experiences, yeah, because of the experiences that he had, he's always suspicious about everything, which is good though. I'm still so stupid. At least, yeah, he's keep controlling me in that field, which is good. And he didn't tell me anything bad. He just said, okay, I will take you, I will wait you in there, and I will take you back to home, which was very good for me. Of course I prefer something like this because I had no idea about that place. I never been there before. I didn't know what kind of a place I will go. So I said, yeah, sure. But after a couple minutes, he texted me that, I searched the manager's name, but I couldn't find anything. Not a LinkedIn, anything. And normally, if you're a manager of a company, you're supposed to have a LinkedIn, at least. I believe so. But I was like, maybe it's a small company, maybe, yeah, he's new, I don't know, but he was like, okay, we will go and we will see. But right now, I actually make comments about the situation. When you look to the message, the sender name is actually same name that they mention in the message as a manager. So someone like, let's say it's the manager is texting this message. No, it can't be a manager. Okay, so someone texted to me with the manager's name, manager's account in that site for manager. I'm so confused. Whatever, you will understand. Like, the name is same. I was like confused a little, but I was like, that's fine. After that, I had 2 days for preparation. And guys, this is not new for me. Like, this was not the first interview in my whole life, because first of all, I am a civil engineer. I went like job interviews many times, even in my country, even here. I went like many times. So I know how it works. Also, because I'm a pro worker in restaurant business, I actually did lots of interviews. At some point, I did management and I was doing the interviews for the new people. I was asking questions, I was checking their CVs. I am familiar, very familiar. I know which questions you should ask. So I was like, okay, I will prepare myself like fully. I applied Wednesday and they gave me the appointment on Friday. So I had 2 days. I started literally working, and I will show you this. I actually put notes about myself, like what you did, because I didn't want to forget anything, like any detail important. So I was like writing like, oh, I did this job, so this is familiar. This gave me, like, for example, communication skills and whatever. I will show you my notes. Like, it's literally 5 pages. I wrote everything. And 2 days, I just spent my time this way. And I talked with my family in these 2 days because my aunt is literally professional about this. So that's why I wanted to talk with her. What should I be prepared myself for? I asked her and she like gave me some tricks, you know? And yeah, we were so excited because in the description of this job, you will give me the right for this. When you read it, you think this is a literally office job, 9 to 5, or doesn't matter the range, but literally a legit office job. Also, I will mention this point that they put minimum wage salary, average salary, they put it on the ad. Okay, don't forget this. Friday came. My boyfriend came and took me. We went. By the way, I literally prepared also my clothes. Like, I wore a shirt. I was like, very good. And we went. The thing is, the first impression, we couldn't find the place because there's no place. Like, there's no sign, there's no office, there's no even a store, let's say. There's nothing. It is literally an like just small apartment in up level of a building. And they just put a paper sign, the outside door. So they also give me in the message, they also gave me the directions of how can I find the place. So we found the door. I entered. There was a sign on the door with the company name. So I was like, okay, here. I entered. When I was like going up from the stairs, I saw 3 more other people waiting on the door. And the door, in the message they mentioned, there was a lock, like passcode lock. So they mentioned that we should wait until someone will open it. So I was thinking, before going also, I was thinking, okay, it's a building. It can be a building. It's okay. It can, you know, like you have an office in a building. It's fine. But I thought it's just for, you know, like for just businesses, like for companies, and someone will come and open it. So I saw like 3 more people were waiting. Also, something was weird about the type of people who were waiting. They were so young. These are like, all of them were young, like very young. And I was like, okay, I feel old right now, but I continued to wait. At some point, one lady came from the downstairs, and when she saw us, she was so shocked, like, what's going on? Like this, but she didn't say anything. But I smiled to her. She didn't even smile back or something. I thought she was also like us, like she came for interview, because still I don't have any idea that what kind of a place we try to enter. I was still thinking this is just a one, you know, like 1 or 2 different companies, but that's it. So, you know, like she can't have another choice. So that's why I thought, yeah, she came for interview too, but she wasn't. She went to the door and she opened the door, And in that moment I was like, okay, maybe she is one of the managers, one of the workers, I don't know. So I thought that way still. And she said, are you guys coming? And we were like, okay. So we entered. Still, because of this, I was thinking maybe she is the manager and she will do the interview. So we went. I look at her, she continued to walk, and she entered to another place. So it was like an L shape. We came and we turned. So we saw a huge, like, long corridor, and there were lots of like doors. And left side on the ground, there were lots of shoes. And I was like, what's going on? Maybe it was like a yoga place or something. I have no idea. But yeah, she entered, and maybe it was an apartment, maybe it was a like yoga studio, I don't know, but the lots of shoes outside, it was weird. And I saw like there's lots of another doors. One of the kids found the door of this company, and we opened it. It was open, and we entered. So she literally not involved with this company. We learned that. We entered. When I entered, there were like chairs in front of the door for waiting. And I went. I sat one of them. Other kids sat with me. And I guess he was the manager. He came and he said, oh, you guys came for interview? We were like, yeah. And like people were so confused. Most of the time I answered for everyone. I felt like I'm like a big sister. It was so weird. So I most of the time I answered like, oh yeah, we came for interview. And he said, okay, like I will come soon. Went back to the, like, it was like a living room area. So he went back to that area, and I checked like this, because when you were sitting like this side was going and inside. So it was kind of like a living room, and people were sitting there. And it looks like, maybe educational purposes. I thought maybe they're giving some like lectures or something. I don't know in that moment. So I was in shock. I was like, what is this? So one of the kids said, oh, I hate open concept interviews. And I was like, open concept interviews? Like how? Like interviews should person to person, just one by one, you should learn the stuff from that person, like what that person did before, what's the experience, like what open concept. It's not make sense for me. And in that moment, I started feeling, okay, I am inside of some like maybe fraud activity, or like this is so weird. We continued to wait though. So he was talking about something to these people. After some time, he came to us and said like, we will start interview. But he asked, you guys are here for first interview or second? We were confused, like what second interview? And nobody like understood what's going on. I said, yeah, we are here like first time. And he was like, oh, okay. So he went to a room and he started taking one from us. And I was like, you guys can go first, because they were here before me. So, and I wasn't still sure though to take the interview. So I was like, go. So they started like entering the room. I have a video I will put somewhere. I will show you the inside, because I sent this video to my boyfriend. I said like, this is weird. So yeah, I will put that video so you will understand better the place. So it was a very, very small place, and there were lots of people inside, like probably like in total we were like 20 or 15 people, I don't know. I continued to wait. In that time, someone came, like approached to us. He was very young, I can say that. Like all of the people were so young. Probably it was like 18, 19, something like this. So like the kid, I would say kid, came, like approached to us, and he was wearing like a sweat. And I was like, okay, so he literally think same as me. This job is gonna be like legit office job. So that's why he actually prepared himself very good, like dressed very good. And he asked, oh, you guys are for interview too? And we said, yeah. Like I said, yeah, like we are like here for interview. And he was like in shock. He didn't like it. And he literally changed his idea, because he realized this is not gonna, like normal job. And when the manager came out for a second, he approached to him and said like, something came up, I have to go. And he actually left. And I was like, okay, this is a good sign, you know, it should happen from me too, also. And after that, yeah, he continued to interview the other kids sitting with me. He took first and second person, and someone was sitting beside me also, and he was so like shy. I said, you can go before me because you came before me. I told him like this, and he was like this, like he was so shy, he didn't even look at me, like we were sitting like together. But yeah, I was like, okay, this is a good start for in a job interview for you. When I continued to wait, I decided to search a little bit more of this company. The thing is, before coming to the interview, I did research, of course. The thing is, their internet sites are not so useful. It was based on hiring. So when you go to the site, you just see like apply now, and everything. Normally, a marketing company shouldn't be that way. Like if it's a normal marketing company, it should be like, I should see your offers, you know, like if I will have a business, if I will look a marketing company to increase my sales, like I should see some like useful material, so I will trust you and contact you for my business, right? But I didn't see anything like this. So in that moment, yeah, I still feeling like this is gonna be like, you know, not normal. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that much weird stuff. So I started to search a little bit more. And I don't know how I didn't see it before, but I found a comment section in that internet site. People actually do comments for the companies. And I was like, how I didn't see that before. And when I was reading the comments, I will add the comments, some of them. Someone made a comment about the salary, and he said, I don't know why they put a like salary amount, like average salary amount, but normally you are earning less than minimum wage. And yeah, I was like, okay, this is bad. This is so bad. He continued with saying, this is not a like a regular job. This is not like 9 to 5 job. Whatever you sell, you're earning money from that, like a commission job. It's okay. Like a job can be like about commission, but you need to have a, like, you know, like a normal salary. And when you sell more or, you know, like earn more money, yeah, they can give you commission, like bonuses. Like it's supposed to be that way. But he says this is opposite. Approximately you're earning, yeah, like less than minimum wage. I saw lots of comments about this, so I got sure that this job is actually not a regular job. I understood that this is a marketing, but you have to do like sell some products outside to people. You know that type of jobs, probably like every country has that. Like you open a table, you try to sell to people whatever you have, you try to talk with people, and if you sell, like how many you sell, you will earn money from that. So you don't know, like maybe you will spend 10 hours in a day, but you will never sell. So this has also happened, right? That's about it. Like this is the job. It's a very good job for kids. When I saw like everyone was young, that's why I start thinking, yeah, this job probably something like this. Because, you know, like if you're studying, if you're in high school, yeah, you can do for like a side job like this because you don't even have too much time, right? So they don't push you, oh, you have to work in this hours. No, like which time is good for you, you're working in that time. So this is very good for like high school or university people, but not for me. And one of the comments were like, if you need money because of that, you're looking a job, this job is not for you. And of course it's not. It's not make sense. When I realized this, I really got disappointed, really. Because, you know, like I prepared myself for like a legit interview. I thought I was gonna see a manager of a company. I was gonna, you know, like explain my whole life. But no, it didn't happen. So I texted my boyfriend that if I will come right now, can we go to for like a restaurant to eat? And it was like, just come. I called him. So I was acting like, oh, I had a phone call, so I will go out to not disturb people. So I went outside and I ran. Literally, I left the building and I never came back. Yeah, it was bad. So after that, I explained everything to my boyfriend and I got sad also because I was so excited and sometimes when you have a hard life and bad things going on in your life, when something happened like this, could be good, you are catching it a little bit too much in 1 second. This is not good, this is not okay. But yeah, it happened that way, and I was like, became shy, like to my boyfriend, because he came just for this in the morning. And yeah, I got sad, I got like disappointed, but he was like, don't worry why you're sad, like this happens. Of course it happens, but yeah, it was bad for me because, you know, like I did marketing before, I did everything, like I literally hauled it by myself. There were no job like this, but I got the job somehow. Like, it's a long story, it's another video's topic, but yeah, like I literally did social media for a restaurant and marketing. So that's why, like, I had really so much hopes, but it's fine, it's fine. But it was the worst experience for me, really. Why I was mad? The thing is, this is a job too, of course. But my problem was, they literally misleading people. They didn't mention exactly what kind of a job is this. So when you read the job application, you literally understood it's an office job. This was the problem for me. Otherwise, yeah, they can, you know, like hire people for this job, of course. But if they will mention exactly, nobody will apply. I'm so sure for this. That's why maybe they decided to do it this way, but this is so wrong. This is so wrong. I wasted my time with you guys. So that's why I was actually mad. And when I came to the car and when I talked about this with my boyfriend, I showed him job description and he literally told me that, yeah, when I read it, it looks like a legit office job. So, okay, let's say my English is not good. What about my boyfriend? He's literally living like 20 years in Canada. So this does not make sense. That's why I got mad. Like, they supposed to be more honest. We're not gonna waste our time to applying, getting, you know, like excited. This is not good. That's why it was, I'm saying it was the worst experience for me. This is literally a scene. That's not make sense. I'm sorry, but this is kind of like a fraud. I'm sorry. So that's why I got mad and my like whole day was a little bit like depressed. But yeah, things happens and that's okay. So yeah, I went to a coffee shop. I was thinking like, how am I gonna explain to my family, because they were so excited, like me too. Next time I will never tell anyone. If I will find a job, yeah, I will never tell anyone. So yeah, it was a bad experience. Maybe I can't do this to myself, but I wanna say for you, if something will happen to you like this, don't lose your hope. Good stuff will find you eventually, and don't stop trying, and love yourself. Don't lose hope, like, for any reason. So yeah, it was my day yesterday. Today I feel way better, so I decided to talk to you about this. If you have experience like this, like weird stuff in interviews, please do comments. I wanna see how many people we are. So don't forget to do comments. And if you like my videos, please like and subscribe to me so you can actually support me. And I think that's it for today. Yeah. See you in next videos. Bye bye.